Simply Food by TY.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Simply Food by TY. Tonight I'm going to be making jumbo fried shrimp, so I wanted to give you a quick rundown of some of the ingredients that I have. Here I have 1 pound of shrimp that have been peeled, deveined, and cleaned. I have already taken the tails off. I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and I put 1 tablespoon of Old Bay seasoning, and I put 1 teaspoon of Badia's seafood Creole blend, and a little bit of crushed black pepper. I have 2 large eggs, and then I have 2 cups of panko crumbs. In my cast iron skillet, I have it filled about halfway with some vegetable oil, which I'm letting get warmed up now. So once that's ready, we will get things started. I'll see you shortly. Alrighty guys, we are back. So now that I have the grease up to temperature, I'm going to go ahead and start my dredging, which is simply the flour mixture, the egg mixture, and of course the panko crumbs. Again, like I said here, I have 1 cup of flour with 1 tablespoon of Old Bay and 1 teaspoon of the Badia Seafood Creole blend with a little bit of black pepper. I have 2 large eggs here, and then the 2 cups of panko crumbs. And the reason why I have these shrimp laid out on the paper towel, I want to dry up as much moisture as possible to get them nice and crispy. I'm going to go ahead and get this bad boy starting. So like I said, first thing we want to do is dip the shrimp into the flour mixture. Then I'm going to put it into the egg mixture. Let some of that egg mixture drain off. And then I'm going to coat it with the panko crumbs. And I'm going to go ahead and get a plate and put some of these on there. That way I can do a couple of them for you at a time. You don't have to watch the whole process. But as you can see, I'll give you a closer view. That's about how much I have on there. It's so bright. But you'll get a better view of them. So again, you just want to take your shrimp here, put in the flour mixture, like so. Then into the egg mixture. Try not to get your hands all messed up because then it's going to make a mess for you later on. And then let some of that egg mixture drain off and into the panko crumbs. It's just that simple. So I'll do 1 more and then I'm going to get them all done. And I like to sit them in the fridge just for about 10 minutes or so they'll really have some time to coat on there. I'll just set this on the plate. Like so, like that. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up this entire plate, and then after that we're going to go ahead and start frying these bad boys, which will only take about, I say, 2 or 3 minutes. You know, if that grease is the way it needs to be, this won't take long at all. So I'll see you guys shortly. Alrighty guys, so we are back. So I'm going to go ahead and show you, I've done 1 plate here so far of the shrimp, and I'm going to go ahead and start popping these bad boys in the grease. Like I said, you want to make sure that your oil is nice and hot. If it's not, the shrimp are not going to crisp up. This shouldn't take long. This should be a very quick process. So let me grab a plate so that I can put them on once they're done. Get your little piece of paper towel to soak up any of that excess oil. Hopefully everyone's been having a good day. Alrighty. And now, here we go. That grease is just the way I want it. It's not too hot. Because what will happen is, if you put it in and the oil is too hot, then they're going to cook on the outside and not on the inside. You also want to make sure that you do not overcrowd your pan. If you do, they're going to start steaming and they will not fry. So I'm probably only going to do, let's see, how many do I have in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do 6 at a time. And that'll be just enough. Like I said, this will not take long, folks. Get yourself a nice fork. That way you can easily flip them over. But just let them do their business. Don't start messing with them and touching them, because if so, you'll knock off all the breadcrumbs. And while I do that, I'm going to go ahead and dredge up a few more, so I'll let you keep an eye on those. Fried shrimp can be so good, honey. You can have these at any time of the year. It does not need to be summertime. And you can have it with cocktail sauce. Some people like theirs with tartar sauce. It kind of just depends on, you know, what you like, honestly. So like I said, this is such an easy dish. And I only did this, these were on sale. This is only $8.99 for a pound, and these are jumbo shrimp, so I had to switch it up on you guys. Alrighty. So now I'm just gonna give a look to the bottom of them. Okay, just let them brown a little bit longer on that side. And the good thing is, because I filled this pan about halfway, they are pretty much completely submerged under the oil, which means you won't really have to be too fussed about keep flipping them and turning them. Honestly, when you turn them the first time, you shouldn't need to turn them again because they will be done. So I'm just going to go ahead and dredge up a few more, and I'll let you guys keep an eye on that hot oil for me. If you guys have any, questions or anything that you would like to request for me to make, you can always email me at simplyfoodbyty@gmail.com, or you can message me on in my DMs, as they say, on Instagram, which is also SimplyFoodByTy, and you can message me on Facebook at SimplyFoodByTy. I try to keep it pretty, consistent, so I don't have people searching all over the place trying to look for me. So I am definitely open to any requests. Just send them my way and I will see what I can do for you. I want to expand my culinary skills. And the good thing is the shrimp does not take long to cook. That's the best thing about it. While you have your first set in the pan, you can be dredging, the next set of shrimp, honestly. Now see, those are starting to look golden brown already, so I'm going to go ahead and give my hands a quick wash to get some of this egg and flour mixture off, and then I'm going to give those a flip, and then in about another minute or so, those are going to be ready, folks. So just give me one moment. Let me wash my hands really quick. Alrighty. So these look nicely golden and brown, so I'm going to go ahead and flip them over. My God, you guys, these look delicious. I tell you, there's nothing like a good old fried shrimp. You know this don't make no sense. Oh my God, especially with the seasoning. Now, one thing I will say, if you live somewhere where you don't have Old Bay, or if you don't know anything about Old Bay, of course, I live on the East Coast and I live in Maryland, close to Baltimore, so we're all about the Old Bay seasoning. If you don't have access to Old Bay seasoning, that's completely fine. You can always use, honestly, just salt and pepper, and that's great as well. The Badia Seafood Creole blend, I'm pretty sure you can find that anywhere. But again, on the most basic level, you can do salt and pepper, and that is completely fine. So I'm going to let those cook on that side for about another minute or so, and then I'm going to take those out. So I'm going to continue dredging these last few shrimp here. A little tip about using oil when it comes to seafood. If you would like to keep that oil, that's completely fine, but make sure you label it and put it in a separate jar. You never want to mix oil that you've had seafood in with like your bacon grease if you decide to keep that. There's too much bacteria that can grow in it, so you want to make sure that you put that in a completely separate container. Just getting these last few shrimp here done. By the time I'm done doing this, those shrimp are going to be ready. This is the same, recipe that I use, like if I want to make a shrimp poor boy sandwich, or if you just want to toss those on top of a salad, you can do that. You can just eat them, by themselves. You don't have to make it, a big ordeal. Or if you want to use baby shrimp, you can use this for popcorn shrimp as well. And this is also about the same size shrimp that you would use if you wanted to make stuffed shrimp, which I'll show you guys one day. Yeah, those shrimp are looking fantastic. I had one too many people telling me that I needed to start a YouTube channel, so I said, you know what, why not? I'm pretty much recording everything anyway. This is just honestly me putting it on a different outlet. So I'm happy that I've gotten this started. So I'm just finishing up this last shrimp here, this last one that I'm dredging. And then those shrimp in there I'm going to take out, and I'm going to give you a close-up view of what they look like, and then I'm going to sign off for a bit, finish frying them up, and then I'll show you the finished product of all of them. So give me 1 second, let me rinse my hands off, and I'm going to get those shrimp out. Alrighty. Yeah, these look fantastic, guys. I mean, they're golden brown. Shrimp does not take long to cook. I mean, they're simply fantastic. Let me just flip these over one more time. And I'm going to put them on the plate so that you guys can see how they look. Alrighty, so let me get my plate here. I'm going to pop these on the napkin to drain some of that excess oil. And then while I do that, I'm going to go ahead and set in the next 6. And then I will show you what these ones look like up close and personal. So again, I'm only going to put in about 6 at a time because I don't want to overcrowd my pan, although this is a pretty large pan, so I probably honestly could fit all of these in there, but I like to be on the safe side because I want to make sure that they are nice and crispy. Okay, so I have those in there. So let me just show you guys what these ones look like. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, they are just golden brown. Cooked to perfection. Alrighty, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out now and cook off the rest of these. And then I will be back in a moment and I'll show you what the plated version of all of them looks like. I'll see you shortly. Bye-bye. Alrighty, guys. And here is the finished product. Here are my homemade jumbo fried shrimp. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in. And if you like what you saw today, please do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Simply Food by TY.